everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2025. And if you look to my right, you'll notice Sam's not here. But that being said, we got Uncle Sam over to my right.
Hello.
I'm Zolo, and on the ones and twos, we have Bruce the Tugboat Venditti.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm blowing through this intro so quick. I'm just so excited to get to your fantasy questions. That's the gist today, is we want to hear your fantasy questions. We want rapid fire. We want to help you with your lineup decisions. We just want to help. But we're happy to be here, and I want to know, before we get going, I want to know if everyone's having a good week. Bruce, let's start with you because we never start with you. Are you having a good week?
It's all right.
Has the weather affected you guys at all? How's business flowing over there for you?
Actually, the colder, the better.
It's like that little 38 degrees this morning.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you? What's going on in your life? What's for dinner tonight?
Nothing, dude.
What about dinner? What are you eating?
Living a
tonight?
dream, bud. I have no idea. I'm not home yet.
You don't know till you walk in?
I won't know. It'll be a surprise when I get home.
Well, on that note, why don't we get the ball rolling on
Let's
some
do it.
fantasy questions? Let's take a look and see what the people have to say on TikTok. Let's start with this one from Anthony. Guys, I need help. Who should I start in my flex? Devontae Smith, Kamara, Swift, or Shakir? Why don't you take this one, Uncle Sam? Devontae Smith, Khalil Shakir, Alvin Kamara, or excuse me, Devontae Smith, and then DeAndre Swift. So sorry for the
Okay.
confusion there.
Shit. Kamara's banged up,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know if I would go him. Swift, I maybe Swift, just because they're coming off the bye and
I don't hate the Swift
Yeah.
matchup versus the Commanders
Correct.
D. And then the counter to that is who does Buffalo play this week? Khalil Shakir is going against the Atlanta Falcons, whose secondary's improved, but they've still been gashed. And I kind of like that matchup of Josh Allen.
yeah.
Backing you up, I would go with DeAndre Swift or
I like him coming off the bye week.
Yeah.
Falcons are coming off the bye week, so they're relatively healthy. So they should put on a nice performance too. Buffalo's coming off that loss, so
let's get another one in here. Goff or Love, and why?
Goff.
So Jared Goff
Goff.
versus the Chiefs, and Jordan Love, I believe, is going against the Bengals. Does that change your mind at all?
I like Goff.
I agree
I like
with
Goff
you.
against the Chiefs.
I agree with you. If you have Goff, you're probably towards the top of your league right now. He's one of the 5 best quarterbacks. All his splits, he's number 1 and 2 in nearly everything except for yards, which I think he's 6th at the moment. That's a good matchup.
Cincinnati's going to look different this week with Joe Flacco.
Their defense is still kind of good, though.
Yeah,
Their defense
Cincinnati's
isn't
gonna
bad.
Look different. They're going to be able to sustain drives where they weren't able to do with.
You
Browning.
got this far with Goff. I would let it roll, even against the Chiefs defense. I think Goff he's playing on another level than anyone else right now. He might
I
be
agree.
through the first month and a half, he might be the MVP of the league. Am I off with that?
No.
Okay, Uncle Sam, ETN or David Montgomery? Jacksonville is playing. The Jaguars are playing I think they're in London this week. The Seahawks in London, and then David Montgomery against Chiefs D.
I'll take the David Montgomery against the Chiefs D over ATN. And I know ATN's been hot, but these games out of the country, I don't like them.
That's where Jacksonville's sweet.
I don't like them. They're just shit games. I mean, have you seen a good Europe game? I've seen one out of.
Here's the reason
last
you've never
3
seen a
years.
good Europe game. Here's the reason you've never seen it. It's because it's always on at a bad time. It just completely defeats the
I
purpose.
get up that early and I watch those games at 9 in the morning.
They need to put the Europe game. They need to put the Europe game at 1 p.m. They need to
Or it should be
1
like a
p.m.
prime
Europe.
time game or something.
Yeah.
dude.
Listen. 1 p.m. in the States, in London is 7 p.m. So you just put it at night. That's all you're doing.
It should be the Sunday night game.
If you don't pit it against the other games, it's tough because you might be waking up, I might be waking up. There's not a lot of people that wake up, and that's why I don't think there's not. Like, some of those games are good. I remember. Do you remember
The
Lions?
last game I just seen wasn't that bad. The one in Dublin was actually
No, the one in
pretty good.
London was just as good. The one in London was better. You had the Vikings. You had Carson Wentz coming back and making a comeback on the Browns in Dylan Gabriel's first start. I didn't.
But
hate
prior to that, all these out of the country games are dog shit.
Okay, so from Alvaro Morales Jr., trade Ibuka and Irving for Puka and Bill Crosby. I have CD and Sutton as wide receivers and ETN, Woody, and Montgomery. I'll be honest, I wouldn't do that because I think Emeka Ibuka is a league winner. We've been saying it on this show for a few weeks, and I wouldn't do that. How about help me out, Jalen Warren or Kroski? So Jalen Warren,
guy's hot, right?
Jalen Warren's banged up. Kroski Merritt's got a great matchup versus Bears.
Warren's playing this week.
Warren's playing, but I still think they're.
I have to play him.
For the Commanders to succeed, Bill has to be effective. So I like Ja'Cory Kroski Merritt. This one is from Israel Navarro. Bench one, Achan, Genty, JCM, or Dowdle. Who's JCM? Ja'Cory Kroski Merritt again? Is that Bill?
Well,
so bench one.
The Dowdle thing, number one, is Hubbard back this week or no? If Hubbard's not back,
I don't know if Hubbard practiced this week, but
okay.
Here, let me look really quickly. But go ahead.
If Hubbard's back, I wouldn't play Dowdle. You know,
he missed practice again today. So
then that means Dowdle's playing again.
Yeah, and Dowdle was good.
Yeah, but I mean, he took a beating there, and he was limping off at the end.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I still think so. You're benching one. It's probably Dowdle, in my opinion. I like Achan, Genty, and JCM.
Yeah, I like all three of them.
From Grant, start Scatabo or Chase Brown at RB2. At some point, Chase Brown is going to boom. I firmly believe that. I think he's going to benefit from Joe Flacco as well. I'm just like you.
Tyrone Tracy is back this week.
Yeah, but Scatabo, it didn't matter who the running backs were who else was back. Because Scatabo does think like he's a PPR master. Like he gets a lot of targets doing everything else. So I kind of still like Scatabo over.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you because with Tracy back, that was a 50-50 split.
Yeah, and I think
it was.
And even
you
still,
could see last week
hold
they
on.
really needed
even
it.
Still, they were still. It wasn't necessarily 50-50 without him, but Devin Singletary was still getting a lot of snaps with Scatabo there. So
correct, but he wasn't as effective as Tracy.
No, agreed.
So it'll kind of pan itself out.
Okay, this is from Cold Day in the Sun. Flex, Haskins, Chase Brown, or Kendrick Bourne if Ricky is out. I'm really wary about the Haskins versus Kamari Vidal argument for the Chargers.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
I think they're going to be at least a 50-50 split. At least.
Yeah.
If Vidal doesn't get more. I know I picked him up in our league because I unfortunately had Hampton, so I had no choice. I had to pick him up. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know there. It's a toss-up. I would play who else did he have?
Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne, and who else? There was one more.
Chase Brown. I think the answer is Kendrick Bourne as well. Hunter or Goddard? I think we're talking about Travis Hunter or Dallas. I don't know who Hunter is, but Hunter Henry maybe. So Philly is playing. The Eagles are playing the Giants tonight, and the Patriots are playing. Hold on, it's right in front of me. Patriots aren't playing. Oh no, I'm sorry, they're playing the Saints. Give me Hunter Henry versus the Saints.
Yeah.
Give me Hunter Henry versus the Saints. I'll say this much. Dallas Goedert is somehow the best pass-catching option for Philly right now.
Yes.
He's outperformed both of the receivers, weirdly enough. So,
believe it or not, that Andy Reid offense used to predicate around the tight ends.
Okay, let's keep it going. Joe Man Marks said, I have Goff and Mayfield.
Goff and Mayfield.
So, again, Goff is going up against Chiefs D, and Tampa is going against Niners D at home.
I like Goff. I like Goff against the
Yeah,
Chiefs
I
better.
kind of think if you have Goff, you're letting him ride right now because a lot of the offense is going through Goff, and he performs well at Arrowhead. So,
But you know what? On that same sense, is Purdy still out?
I don't know.
Which it doesn't matter because Mac Jones has played better than him anyway. So, I mean, yeah, I would go with Goff.
From Zay is the man. Start Juwan Johnson or Tonjes? Juwan Johnson.
I like Johnson. I really like him. But I know kind of that knucklehead's back. Taysom Hill is back. So I think he might take some of his targets away. So
It just feels like Spencer Rattler likes Juwan Johnson, though. I feel like that's one of his. I feel like that's one of his best targets, and their offense flows very nicely when he's there.
Yeah.
Here, let me go to the bottom. We have messages from the bottom. I'm assuming. So this is from Philip. He's asking for one of these guys. Bill, who's Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, A.J. Brown, or Brian Thomas Jr. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Ride him while he's hot. That's 2
Yeah,
straight
he's
weeks.
hot right now. You got to play this guy.
And that's a
Yeah.
good matchup against Bears D, too.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam from Jody, trade Jamar for Kenneth Walker, Worthy, and Flowers. So Jamar Chase for Kenneth Walker, Xavier Worthy, and Zay Flowers. I think I would do that.
I would do it.
I think I would do that. There's value in holding Jamar if you're able to hold Jamar. But I think that's just a good deal for you because mainly because of Kenneth Walker
What
and
did
Worthy.
Jamar have last week? What did he do against Lions?
Well, it was Lions D, but he gave up 2. He had 2 touchdowns. He was good. He was good.
He
And I
had
think
like
he'll get
70
better.
yards?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, guess what? He might have more this week with an actual guy that's going to really target the shit out of him.
This week, Dak or Jordan Love, Uncle Sam. What do you think?
Dak.
Yeah, Dak's hot right now. Somehow looks really good without. Well, it's not somehow. He's a good quarterback, but looks good without CeeDee Lamb. And their offense.
I think it's better that Lamb's not there, to be honest with you, because
Might
this is
be.
making him go to other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
On that note, I absolutely love everything that Jake Ferguson has done this year. If anyone is Jake Ferguson, I think he's going to end up being a league-winning tight end. He's going to finish in the top 3. He's been that good.
He's Brock Bowers of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going, Uncle Sam. This is from Smigo, Keenan Allen or Devontae Smith. You're
Keenan
avoiding
Allen all the way.
You're avoiding all Eagles pass catchers, unless it's Dallas Goedert. Unless you
I
have
wouldn't
to.
say that necessarily.
You got to let them do something first.
Yeah.
though. Uncle Sam from Chris. Trade Bo Nix, Rico Dowdle, and Wandale for Baker and Odunze. Let's say the answer on the same
I
time.
would do it.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we would do that. Both of us would do that. Nico Collins or CD rest of season. I like CD Lamb rest of season. Dak's rolling, and CD
When's Lamb supposed to be back?
he could play this week. He's not going to.
not going.
He's questionable this week. Probably next week for CD Lamb.
Okay.
This is from Cutter Stewart. Bowers or Njoku?
Bowers.
Yeah, I think if you have Bowers, you're starting him. On top of that, Fannon's been doing the most work at tight end for the Browns. So I'm with Uncle Sam on Bowers. What could I realistically get for Nico? This is what the underdog is asking.
Nico Collins?
Yeah. I would try and sell high. He's coming off of a good 2 weeks.
Obviously, he drafted him. No?
Yeah, and he's probably got a lot of good receivers on top of that. Look, I would go after a top 20 running back or a running back that gets the lion's share of their snaps. Target a guy like, I don't know, like a Javonte Williams would be a good guy I would target. Who else?
Dowdell.
In that conversation. Dowdell right now, but
Yeah.
someone I like the rest of the season who's looked better as every
Chase
week.
Brown.
Chase Brown could be good long-term play, but someone who I like the rest of the season, if you have a chance to get him in any league and you could see someone that's selling low on him, Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall is going to come around at some point. This is from Brendan Lepovsky, Mayfield or Love? Baker Mayfield. Gray Cap, Waller or Laporta this week? Man, that's a good question because Waller's been on absolute fire.
Waller is
He's banged
on
up.
fire.
He's banged up. That's the only thing.
I would go Laporta.
Yeah, I think I could.
Because
see Laporta.
Waller's getting hammered with the targets, though.
Mhm.
Like you said, the guy's played 2 games and he's already jacked.
No, I'm disagreeing with you on this one. I would go Waller for that reason. I think the target share for Waller is higher. Like
higher
you're
than
guaranteed to
Laporta.
get more targets. Like Laporta has higher upside because he gets touchdowns, but the amount of targets that Waller is getting at the moment is good, and that for
What's he
that
getting,
reason he's
8
playable.
to 10
Yeah,
a game,
he's
dude.
up there and he's
I mean,
converting
how
them. A
many
lot of
tight
them are
ends
red
like that?
zone. A lot of them are red zone targets. Gibbs, Jacobs, or Bijan rest of season? Jameer Gibbs. I don't even know.
I like Bijan.
Yeah. And anyways, why do you have all 3 of those guys?
Yeah, if you got all 3 of those guys, you should be winning in your league, period.
Keon or JMO?
Coleman or Jamo?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Coleman at this point.
Here's the problem with Bill's pass catchers is he kind of remembered that Khalil Shakir he exists now. And for that reason, it's kind of
What
affected
happened with
everyone
Coleman?
else.
They benched him last week.
Yeah.
Something happened.
I think he'll be
There's
fine.
something going on there.
I think he'll be fine. He's a great deep threat, but so is JMO. I think JMO, all his damage is going to come in big games. Hold on. JMO's a better receiver, but for fantasy perspective right now, I understand why people are down on JMO, but I mean, you're starting JMO for like there's going to be games where he just pops off for 150 yards and 2 TDs. Like the Lions' game plan shifts from week to week. So
it's coming. Hopefully, it's this week.
Is Roma Dunze and Amarian Hampton for CD and J.K. Dobbins a good trade?
Why are you trading a guy that's hurt?
For a guy. Trading a guy that's hurt for a guy that's hurt. I would do that just because the upside of CD coming back versus Omarion Hampton coming back, that helps you. So you're
Hampton ain't going to be back till late.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Maybe playoffs, maybe.
From Frank, Bryce Young or Mac Jones? So Mac Jones has a tricky matchup versus Bucks D. That's one thing I will say. Bryce Young is at home versus Cowboys D, who's kind of gotten lit up. That's up to you. I would do Bryce Young. If someone started Mac Jones, I would understand it because he's been hot. But I would do Bryce Young.
Look at the numbers, Mac Jones, man. Guy's got
it's good.
5 touchdowns. Hey, he's got like 5
starts.
touchdowns and 1 pick.
No, Sammy's spamming on the TikTok.
Purdy has 4 picks already this year. In the 2 games he's played, he has 4 picks. So it is what it is.
Dak or Bo Nix? Dak. Right?
Okay.
Dowdle or JCM? Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I know you like Dowdle, but I think Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt personally.
Yeah, Merritt.
Brown or Sutton? Brody, I don't know who Brown is. If you're talking about AJ Brown.
Brown or Sutton.
There's not many receivers I'm starting over Cortland Sutton at the moment. He's a top 10 receiver, so you better have someone good if you have a backup plan. Need a quarterback. Tua, Penix, Dart, or Murray? Tua, Penix, Dart, or Murray? I know you're going to say Mike.
I would actually go with Tua out of all them guys.
Yeah, Tua's been hot, and they've kind of figured out how to pass.
Yeah.
Tua, Penix, Dart, or
I like Penix too, but
Kyler Murray has the highest upside, but Tua's a gunslinger. You know what Tua reminds me of? Stafford in the years where the Lions were down. The fantasy production's there. You have to live with the turnovers.
Right.
So he's a bit of a gunslinger at the moment. I like Tua on that list as well. I'm with Uncle Sam there. From Matthew Williams, 1999, trade Genti and Olave for Nico, Marvin Harrison Jr., and A.J. Brown.
Do you not need a running back?
Yeah, you're hoping at that point. You're hoping that those receivers pan out really, really good. Why are there cowboy hats on us on TikTok?
Why is there what?
That's someone donating to you.
Okay.
Allen or Stafford this week? I don't know. I know Allen is QB1, but could see Stafford throwing for 25 or 250 yards this week. So Stafford is going against Ravens D. No, if you have Josh Allen, you're starting him. You're crazy not to. Don't overthink that. If you have Josh Allen, you're starting him. He's a guy that wins everything. There's a reason he's one of the first picks in the draft every year. Quarterbacks, one of the first quarterbacks off the board, I should say. Trade Devontae Smith for Zay Flowers. That's like trading poop for pee. What do you think there?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. At this point, Flowers, I think, is more productive. That's if how long is Jackson playing this week?
He hasn't practiced, but he might play.
There you go. I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's more so their defense. Is Matabuke out? Is Kyle Hamilton out? Like, what's going on with their defense? That's the problem. Wan'Dale Robinson or Matthew Golden? I like the Matthew Golden versus Bengals D matchup.
Well, I like Robinson now that Darius Slayton's out. So I like Wan'Dale Robinson this week.
Interesting.
And Bellinger, the tight end. The 2 tight ends are going to eat this week for
Theo Johnson.
Yes. Theo Johnson and Bellinger against Philly.
Johnny, please stop saying Niners will upset the Bucks. We get it. You're spamming a little too hard right now. Save the fantasy questions. Why don't we pick some games while we're sitting here talking? Let's do a couple. So tonight, Eagles at Giants at MetLife. Let me see if I can pull up the line for you. In the meantime, another start for Jackson Dart. Do you have any thoughts on anything at the moment?
About Dart?
No, just in general about the game. Is there anything you're looking for?
Well, I mean, I'm looking to see what Philadelphia's going to do. They got another lineman out, so are they going to try to establish that run?
Who is it,
with
Mailata?
Barkley?
Is it Mailata?
No, Landon Dickerson's out.
Dickerson.
They're going to try to establish the run. If they're able to establish a run against that pretty stout front of the Giants, I think they'll run away with it. But you know what I'm saying? This is a divisional game. They're going to play it at a different level, and we're going to see where both of these teams are at right now.
The Eagles are favored by somewhere between 7 and 7.5. We'll call it Eagles minus 7.5.
I'm going to take the Eagles in this game. You know what the over is? Over under?
Over under is going to be
40.
We'll call it 41.5.
41 and a half.
Mhm.
I'm going to go the over.
So
Eagles in the over.
FanDuel.
What?
I was saying Sam uses FanDuel. That's usually what he goes off of. So.
I'm going to do the Eagles as well, and I also think that the Giants cover that 7.5. I bet the Giants.
Okay.
I'll bet the Giants backdoor cover that 7.5.
Okay.
Give me the under in this one. I could see it being a sloppy game. I think both of these defenses have a chance to make this game really sloppy. So give me the under, but I think the Eagles win. If you're looking for a prop bet tonight, whatever Jackson Dart's interceptions are, I would take the over. If it's 0.5 interceptions, I would take the over on that. And then couple that, like Saquon can't have back-to-back bad weeks. So give me Saquon anytime tonight.
Okay. Bruce,
Well, I'm the odd man out, so I got.
who do you like?
I got to take the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants,
Okay.
and I'm going to take
Alright.
I'm going to take the under as well.
Okay.
Let's go to London.
Divisional game.
Let's go to the London for the next one. It's the Seahawks. I don't know where this one is. I think all the Jags games are at Wembley, but the Seahawks are heading to London to take on the Jags, and let me get the betting lines.
I'm sure the
really
Jags
quick.
are favored in this.
That's a good question. So the Seahawks are.
Minus 104. Whoa.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm trying to get through all these stupid ads.
Are these the? Sam's weird.
Okay, Jacksonville actually is favored -1.5, and I can see that. I can see the Heat
Half?
-1.5. Yeah.
What's the over?
The over under is 47.5. So Vegas thinks there's gonna be some points.
Okay, I'm gonna take Seattle in the over.
Yeah, I think Seattle bounces back
Seattle
in this one as
the
well.
over, and my prop pick is the Njigma first touchdown of the game.
Interesting.
Yep.
I also like Seattle, and I like the under in that one actually. But I like Seattle. I like the under. So I'd Seattle money line. I wouldn't take Seattle with the points. As for a prop bet, I think this is the Brian Thomas breakout game. They have to rely on him if they want to win. That's the only way to get past a stout secondary. Let's go back to some fantasy questions for 5 minutes really quickly. Start to Dowdle, Brees Hall, and Dobbins. I would start Brees Hall and Dobbins.
Hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you there. This is from Edgar. Keon Coleman or Kendrick Bourne? What do you think?
This week,
Yeah.
well, if there's no Purdy, you gotta take Kendrick Bourne.
From Anthony Narajano,
Just pick-
Eagles D or Green Bay D? I had Green Bay D
Green
versus
Bay.
Cincinnati. From Don't Add Me 72, Brian Thomas or Keenan Allen? That's actually a good question. We just talked about it though. I actually like Brian Thomas this week over Keenan Allen.
Okay.
The Chargers, for whatever it's worth, the Chargers are going to. They're coming out east. I can't remember who they're playing. They're playing the Dolphins. That actually could be a good game for Keenan Allen. Give me Keenan Allen. I like Keenan
Okay.
Allen. He has a nice bounce back. Uncle Sam, Odunze, Scat, or Scatabo at flex?
Adonze.
Yeah, Roma Dunze. I agree with that.
That guy's a beast. In another year, when he really gets clicking, he'll be something to watch out for.
Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, or Scatabo flex?
Merritt.
Same. I'm with you there. Quentin Johnston and at least I think it just says Johnston. Quentin Johnston and Judkins. You guys are firing in too fast. For Cook and Derrick Henry. So it's.
Oh, I would do that in a minute.
I think I would do that as well. The
I
upside
could
on.
get those two.
Yeah, the upside. So Cook is what, top 5 running back, and Derrick Henry has a
Yeah.
chance to save your season. So yes, I would do that. Start Travis Hunter or Hollywood or Vidal in the flex. I like Hollywood Brown against the Lions' weak secondary this week. What about you?
I do too.
Jaden Daniels or Darnold, just pick one. Let me know I'm struggling. If you
Daniels.
have Jaden Daniels, you have him for a reason. So I go Jaden
He's
Daniels.
still banged up, but I would still take him over Darnold.
I also like Jags D, so I don't think I don't think Sam Darnold's in a favorable situation going from Seattle to London this week.
No, the only way they're going to win that game is to run the football. I mean, that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, trade away Abuka. Oh, God, they come in so fast.
Just crazy.
Trade away Abuka and Kamara for Jacobs. I also have Amon-Ra, St. Brown, London, and Tet. Why does it have to be Abuka?
Where do these teams come off?
Why don't you do that with Drake London? Why don't you trade Drake London and Kamara
London
for
and
Jacobs?
keep him.
If you have Emeka Abuka, he's a league winner.
You're gonna but you're gonna draw more with that. I understand that. He's
Yeah.
putting it out there to entice the guy, and I get that.
What I would do is run a rest of the season point projected and see if you can make that same trade happen with one of the other receivers, not St. Brown, that isn't Abuka. That's what I would do in that situation. Should I make a play for Derrick Henry? I have Gibbs, Cook, ETN, and Dobbins. I mean, you have better running backs than him.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You know
I
why?
wouldn't
And
do
also, why do you need what scenario are you starting 4 running backs? You know,
Uh-huh.
sometimes there's 3, but start 2 wide receivers: Devo, Lab McConkey, Tet McMillan. Go Tet. You take it, Uncle Sam.
McMillan and Devo.
I think I agree with that. I was just told to start Baker by a lot of people and over Love. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean Jordan Love.
I would.
Yeah, Baker's a point monster. He's a point hound. He's got Niners D, which has been pretty good. But no, I would start Baker. Baker is the better quarterback. He's the better fantasy quarterback. Jordan Love, it just doesn't feel like it's been it through. Like he was good
Coming
versus
off the
Dallas,
bye,
but
I'm curious to see what he looks like. To be honest with you, coming off the bye, because he was looking pretty bad. He hasn't looked good the whole outside the first game of the year. I think he's been dog shit. That's just my opinion. I mean, do with what you will there.
Baker over Jalen Hurts from Brian Too Cold. I would.
Over Jalen Hurts.
I would.
Yeah. At this point.
I still think Jalen Hurts long term, like our cohort Sam isn't here right now, and he can't stand Jalen Hurts. I still think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback in the league, but it hasn't been great. They haven't figured it out. Maybe they will. Baker's consistent week to week. He's good every week. I would start Baker in that situation.
Sooner or later, Hurts is going to come around, and when he does, he's going to shut a lot of people up.
Mason Taylor or Tonjes for tight end. So the Jets. Mason Taylor or Tonjes. So the Jets are playing the Broncos, and then obviously the Niners are playing the Bucks. I like Tonjes.
Yeah.
I like Tonjes. And Tonjes has been okay for Mac Jones. So
he's been doing pretty good actually with what's been going on there with so many injuries. That team's just riddled.
Owen wants to know, he said it 5 times, and he thinks that we're not seeing this. Rico Dowdle or Alvin Kamara?
I would play Dowdle, especially if Chuba Hubbard is not playing this
Kamara's banged up, too.
Yeah, I would do that.
Remember to spam the heck out of the hearts so we can promote our podcast, guys. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate the questions. So keep nailing it with hearts so we can bump this up and people see it. Bo Nix, Jordan Love, or Bryce Young? I like Bo Nix this week. What about you? So Bo Nix is going against the Jets, who keep yielding a lot of points to fantasy quarterbacks. Jordan Love against
when
the
are the
Bengals.
Jets going to figure it out? When are they going to be able to
will.
put some consistent offense onto the field?
From Andrew, I'm stacked at wide receiver with Abuka, Brian Thomas, Waddle, and Marvin Harrison. However, I'm desperate in need for a running back with Hampton out. What's an ideal trade in your mind for me if I give up a wide receiver? I would see if you can sell high on Waddle and Marvin Harrison to bring a running back. I think Brian Thomas's upside is great. If you can try and trade him, I don't think your opponent will do that. You're keeping Abuka, in my opinion. And if you end up with Waddle, that'd be great. I would try and pair like Brian Thomas and Marvin Harrison and see what you can get.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more before we go back to some games. Let's do a minute rapid fire, okay? Ready? Stafford or Mahomes?
Stafford.
I'll take this one. A.J. Brown or Adunze? I'm going with Adunze right now. Uncle Sam, Worthy or Brian Thomas this week?
Brian Thomas.
Judkins and Quentin Johnson for Debo and James Cook. Yeah, I would do that. I would 100% do that. Uncle Sam, would you trade David Montgomery for Devontae Smith and Dalton Kincaid?
No.
I would not either. I agree with it. I'll take this one. Xavier. Oh, no. Did he already do that? No, he already asked. Dak or Drake May? I think you're riding Dak while he's high at the moment. From Mario Lagazzo, start Devontae Smith today? I'm asking you.
No.
Depends what your backup options are, but no, we're staying away from Eagles pass catchers on this podcast. Sell Chase. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about Chase Brown or Jamar Chase or someone in Cincinnati. I do think Jamar Chase is worth hanging on to. What do you think, Uncle Sam?
Listen, here's what's going to happen. You're going to dump this guy for a couple of players, and you're going to regret it 3 weeks from now. You're going to want to blow your brains out.
From Woogs, trade CMC for Bijan and Hollywood Brown. I wouldn't do that. What do you think?
No.
Uncle Sam.
Hollywood Brown's going to be irrelevant here in a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Hunter Henry or Theo Johnson for tight end?
Right now, I like Theo Johnson. Get hammered with the targets. What's the name? Dart loves this guy. I like him. I like both the tight ends for the Giants.
Tucker Kraft or Darren Waller?
Waller.
Trade Lamar, Pickens, and Charbonnet for Jaden Daniels, London, and Genty. I would actually do that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, Lamar is the centerpiece of the deal. I like London long-term more than I like Pickens, and I obviously love Genty. It's a matter of who outperforms long-term, Lamar or Jaden Daniels. I think Lamar's the better quarterback when he's healthy, and I think they're going to have a shot at the division, but Jaden Daniels is still Jaden, he's good, so you can make up some of the points. Let's do 2 or 3 more. Scadaboo or Bourne at flex?
Scadaboo.
Start 2 running backs. Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Javonte Williams, or Saquon?
I like Javonte Williams.
And Saquon.
And Barkley.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's do one more really quickly, Uncle Sam. Montgomery or Kamara? Did we already do that? David Montgomery, Alvin Kamara. Yeah, Kamara might not play this week. Kamara might not play this week.
He's banged up, dude. He was banged up last week. He wasn't himself.
Let's go back. Let's do 2 more games really quickly. The first one I'm thinking is the Los Angeles Chargers head to Miami to take on the Dolphins. What are your thoughts? Anything you're looking forward to?
I don't like the offensive line stuff going on with the Chargers right now. They're really banged up. They're playing with a makeshift line. They can't run the ball. They got the running back killed last week. You know what? Give me the Chargers. What's the over-under in that game?
Okay, so the Chargers are favored by 4.5, and the money line is 213, if that entices you at all. Over-under is 43.5.
I'm going to go over, and I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yeah, I think the Chargers need to bounce back, and Jim Harbaugh tends to win games that he's supposed to win. And something that he's proven over the last 2 years is that he's really good taking his team from the West Coast to the East Coast for a 1 p.m. start. So I actually agree with Uncle Sam. I'm going to go with the Chargers as well. I think we've been on par with everything.
And I like that. I like the over.
Yeah, I'll bite on that over as well.
I like the over.
Bruce, go ahead. Chargers, Dolphins.
I'll take the Chargers.
Okay.
Take the Chargers, and it's got a weird feeling to it. Take the over.
Okay, so the next one, on paper preseason, this would have been such a great game, and this should be such a great game, but guess what? Now it's not. And that's because of the health of one team, but I still put it on here for us. The Rams head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Rams are favored by 7.5 points, and the over-under is 45. Uncle Sam?
I like the over in the Rams.
Any props you're looking forward to in this one?
Give me a Blake Corum anytime touchdown.
Wow.
Blake Corum anytime. Bruce, do you want to pick this one?
I agree. I'm taking the Rams.
I think if Lamar plays, I think the Ravens are actually going to have a really good shot because the Rams have been losing shootouts.
Yeah.
Like the Rams have been losing with the ball in their hands at the end of games. It's happened twice now.
Yeah.
Whereas
Tyreek Hill.
and even if it's fluky, we're talking about a block kicked and then a fluke fumble. But
Well, I'm talking about what's going to happen is they'll be trailing the whole game, and then all of a sudden you'll see a 2-2 Atwell 90-yard fucking touchdown for a loss. That's what killed me that one week.
I have a hot take about the Rams right now. Do you think
Go
they've
ahead.
been underachieving so far?
I think so. To be honest with you, I thought their defense would be a top 3 defense,
Yeah.
and they haven't been.
And I thought their offense, if Stafford is healthy, like it has looked good.
Especially
but
with Devontae Adams.
it could look
He's
better.
banged up.
I'm expecting more than 20, whatever they had last week against the 49ers without Nick Bosa. I was expecting
I
more
expected them to be more balanced, and they're not. And I think that's what's kind of cutting in. You kind of seen it last week when they were using Karen Williams and they were pounding the shit out of him. I like the Rams better when they're just running the football and then throwing that play action off of that. I think that's where Stafford's most dangerous.
They were the other day.
Huh?
They were until Kyron Williams fumbled the ball on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, well, he's not the only guy fumbling the ball. Derrick Henry fumbled 3 fucking times already this year. Guy didn't fumble 3 times for a decade. Now he's fumbling every other game.
For what it's worth, I'm going with the Rams and the over as well. Let's switch over to, I'll set the clock here. We're going to do 4 minutes of rapid fire fantasy again. You ready?
Yep.
Start Laporta or Tucker Kraft?
I like Kraft.
Yeah, I think I like Kraft this week against the Bengals as well, especially after
Yeah.
seeing what Laporta did to them last week. Bruce, trade Genty and Debo for Bijan. Ashton Genty and Debo Samuels for Bijan Robinson. Would you do that?
I mean, no.
No.
Not at all.
Okay, I think I'm with Bruce on that one. Is A.J. Brown a start, Uncle Sam, from Andres Velasquez?
Is who?
A.J. Brown a start.
You have to start him, dude. You got him so high in the draft. No, he's a second-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, what are your backup options? That's the
Yeah,
question.
I mean-
that's a vague question.
You have to start him.
All Eagles pass catchers are anemic. If you're starting one of the receivers, it's A.J. Brown. But, I mean, unless you have a better backup, but you probably don't.
Yeah.
You drafted him to start him. Nakuka, Gamewell, and Jacoby for Garrett Wilson, Javonte Williams, Etienne, and Michael Pittman.
No.
I just see a lot of scrubs in that deal, and then Puka Nakua.
Correct.
So if you're the one with Puka Nakua, why, you could put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. Why wouldn't you just keep your player that's gotten you as far as he has?
I don't understand. What, Pittman? Is that
Yeah.
what you're looking for?
Someone's
Nakua
probably
for
selling
Pittman?
high on Pittman.
Come on, dude.
Uncle Sam, Wandale Robinson or Lab McConkey this week?
Oh, fuck. I actually like McConkey, or not McConkey, Wandale Robinson, because I think he's going to get the majority of the targets. He's going to get more targets than McConkey will. McConkey, you have 2 other receivers there that can eat. So, I mean, if you look at the Giants pass catchers, there's not a lot of guys there that can eat. There's not. I mean, that's why you got to go with Robinson.
Jalen Hurts or Stafford?
Fuck. Stafford.
I'm with you. Start Matthew Golden or whatever Flournoy from Dallas' his name. Is it Ryan Flournoy? I don't remember. Matthew Golden or
I would go
Flournoy?
with Golden.
I like Golden versus Bengals D this week.
Yeah.
Tonjes or Henry? I thought we already answered this, but Hunter Henry versus the Saints is probably a better matchup versus Tonjes against the 49ers. Uncle Sam, Philly D or Broncos D?
Fuck.
I think it's Broncos
D.
I think it's Broncos D. Drop Rashad White for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt?
I really?
Really?
Merritt, yes.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Uncle Sam, Justin Fields or Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones, dude. He's
Right
been
now it's
lighting it
Daniel
up all
Jones,
year,
but
dude.
I would work on getting another quarterback to mix up there because you don't want to run it with just those 2 guys.
Yeah, because what's going to wind up happening is Jones is going to come down to earth sometime, maybe. Unless he runs it this way, that'll be amazing. That's a great story.
Ty wants to know Goddard, Fannin, or Pitts. Goddard has been really, really good.
I like Fannin.
in taking advantage of the pass catchers being bad. But Fannin's coming off 2 pretty solid weeks in a row, and he gets the targets. Goddard for me.
Yeah.
Goddard for me.
Here's the thing that you need to think about too. Fannin, I mean, he's playing with a new quarterback now too. That actually looks for him, so that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Stafford or Jaden Daniels?
I like Jaden Daniels, man. Even though he's banged up, I like him right now.
Dalton Kincaid or Tucker Kraft?
Tucker Kraft.
Trade CD and Cook for Devontae Smith, Waddle, and K9. I would not do that.
No.
I would not do that,
No.
especially if we're talking about James Cook.
No.
Uncle Sam, Wan'Dale Robertson or Henderson? I'm assuming it's Travion Henderson.
Tonight? Flex?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No, I like I don't know. Wan'Dale Robinson.
I'm good with that. Start Goff or Love this week. I thought we've already answered this
Goff.
question, but you're starting Jared Goff. You had Jared Goff. He's
Yeah.
one of the best quarterbacks in fantasy right now. Trade Jamar Chase for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amon-Ra St. Brown has a chance to finish as fantasy wide receiver 1 this year. He's there every single week. He's doing something every single week. Bruce, trade away Genty and Justin Jefferson for JT. Who's JT? And Rice? I don't know. We'll skip that one. JT's not very clear, but start Dobbins or Merritt at flex. So
Merritt.
Merritt is going against the Bears, which is a favorable matchup,
Merritt.
and then Dobbins is going against the Jets on the road.
I actually like Merritt better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Merritt's the hotter hand, and as the weeks go on, RJ Harvey is getting more snaps, so
Right.
something to keep an eye on there. Let's do a couple more really quickly. Going over to YouTube.
Some interesting things going on in there.
Wait, yeah, never mind. Never mind. I couldn't decipher it. Flex Miller, Hunt, or Kendrick Bourne. I'm assuming he's talking about Kendre Miller, right? I don't know who else Miller would be, Hunt or Kendrick Bourne. If Alvin Kamara is out, the answer is Kendre Miller.
Right.
Start
Not
Devon-
out. He's banged up.
He's banged up.
But
Uncle Stam, start Devontae Smith or Marvin Harrison this week.
Marvin Harrison.
Start Sam Laporta or Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson.
Jake Ferguson.
Jake
What
Ferguson.
the fuck.
Yeah. Genty, Worthy, or London full PPR start.
Genty. Who?
Xavier Worthy or Drake London.
No, you said Genty.
Worthy or London full PPR.
Genty.
I think it might be Xavier Worthy against the
think so?
Lions D. Yeah. Listen. I mean, who do you have starting over Genty at running back is the question. Why isn't he
Yeah.
starting there? I do like Xavier Worthy this week, but I don't know if that's enough to start him over Ashton Genty. So I know what Uncle Stan's
Right.
saying. Let's do one or two more. Josh Allen or Stafford? That's the second time we've been asked that, and that's a really dumb question. I think it's Josh Allen. You draft him for a reason.
Right. He's probably the first quarterback gone in just about every fucking league. Come on. dude.
Exactly. Let's do one more. Start Bill over Sutton going up against Sauce Gardner at the flex. Start Ja'Cory McCroskey Merritt
Over
Sutton.
Cortland Sutton?
I wouldn't.
No,
I think
wouldn't.
Cortland
I
Sutton's
would
your
put Sutton
start.
in there.
Especially if it's PPR, I think Cortland Sutton's your start. Okay, let's switch back. Let's get back into game mode. I got two more for you. The first one is going to be the 49ers going to Tampa to take on the Bucks. Really quickly, the Niners are favored by, the Bucks are favored by 3 points. So the Bucks are getting, Bucks are giving 3. The over/under is 47.5. Uncle Sam, what do you think?
I'm going to take the over in the Niners. Or I'm sorry, the under in the Niners.
Well, that's good.
Okay. Kendrick Bourne, anytime touchdown.
I'm going to go with Tampa because I think they need to hold serve in the NFC, and they know they have a big one against the Lions on Monday Night Football in the following week. So I actually like Tampa to win. This 47.5 is a tough over for a backup quarterback going to the East Coast. Mac Jones going to the East Coast. I mean, it's
That's why I took
achievable.
the under.
I'm gonna go with the under on that one. Bruce, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking the under in the Bucks. Mac Jones ain't doing nothing to that Buck D, man.
Kendrick Bourne, anytime touchdown.
You know it.
Did I call that one last week or what?
You did.
When I told everybody pick up Kendrick Bourne and play him, I should have done it myself. I would have been there at the end. I'm pissed off that I didn't.
Watch, I'm doing it this week, and it's gonna bite me in the ass.
As long as
gonna bite
as
me.
long as Purdy is not playing, you're good, dude.
That Bucks D though.
Huh?
The Bucks defense is good.
They ain't that good, dude. Come on, dude.
Pretty good.
Let's pick one more really quick, and then we'll go back to TikTok. Send your fantasy questions on TikTok. I'm reading them. We will get to them, I promise. So send them over, and we will answer you. Really quickly, the Buffalo Bills head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons on Monday Night Football. There's 2 Monday night games this week.
I hate the two.
So do I. It defeats the
Fucking
purpose.
hate that.
It defeats the purpose.
Yeah, I know.
They need to they need to just prioritize the best pregame slate and put that for Monday Night Football like
Correct.
before the season, like the preseason
Right.
slate. Like, don't give every team a
Games
chance
is
to be in
stupid,
prime.
dude. You can't get into it. One starts too early. You can't get into it. It sucks. It sucks.
The Bills are favored by 4.5 points, which I think is interesting, and the over/under is 50 points, which I love.
That's at Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
You know what? I'm gonna take Atlanta Falcons to upset them, and I'm gonna take the under.
I'm going with the Bills. I don't think they cover. I think they have to win the game at the end because Atlanta's defense is going to be one of the better ones that Josh Allen has seen. I'm going to go with the over. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. This is
In
going to be fun.
Atlanta?
It's Michael Penix on Monday night.
Yeah.
It could be his coming out party, so we will see. As for props, I'm going to parlay Khalil Shakir anytime with Drake London anytime and watch the mastery. Bruce, you got a dog in that fight?
I'm taking the Bills. I'm also going to take the over. They're not going to lose back-to-back weeks, man.
Heading back over to TikTok, Uncle Sam, rapid fire. When I say rapid fire, I mean we're going to blow through these as quick as we can. You ready?
Yep.
We're starting at 6:17. We're going to blow through quick. Okay, first one, Jalen Waddle or Cortland Sutton?
Sutton.
I agree with you. Jaden Daniels or Matthew Stafford?
Stafford.
I agree with you this week, Daniels long-term. Marvin Harrison or Devontae Smith?
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison. Kendrick Bourne over Drake London?
Yes.
No, not
This
for me.
week.
Not for me.
Just for this week.
I like Drake London this week against the Bills' pass defense at home. Start Wilson or Scatabo? Are you talking about Garrett Wilson? I don't know which Wilson you're talking about, but I'm starting Wilson over Scatabo. Don't be too enamored by Scatabo, guys. Uncle Sam, Olave or Lab McConkey?
Olave.
Goddard or Sam Laporta?
Goddard.
Would you trade Saquon for 2 firsts and a second? We don't know much about, Uncle Sam's just getting into Dynasty.
Yeah, we just started that this year, so I don't even know what consists of that by next year. So you're asking the wrong guy here. I have no idea. I wish I knew more about it.
Tony Pollard or Marvin Harrison?
It's what? Full PPR?
I don't know. Doesn't designate.
Pollard.
Devontae Adams or Waddle?
Waddle.
I think I'm with you there. Stafford or Bo Nix? I think we're both Stafford, probably.
Stafford.
Quentin Johnston or Lab McConkey? That's a great question. I think Quentin Johnston has the higher upside. I think he's got the touchdown potential, but McConkey's like
McConkey's going to
guy.
be the guy there right after this year. I guarantee you that.
I got Brian Thomas Jr., Merritt, and Dowdle for Genty. Who won the trade? I don't know.
He got who?
He got Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Dowdle, and Brian Thomas for Genty. I actually think that could benefit.
That's 3 for 1. Absolutely,
Yeah.
dude.
You have
Absolutely.
options that you probably didn't have. Devontae Adams or Travis Etienne? I think we're both going to say Devontae Adams.
And the flex?
Right? Yeah, and the flex.
Adams.
Adams, go with the pass catcher. Waddle and Dobbs for Debo. I don't think I don't think I would. I think
Dobbs for Debo?
Waddle and Dobbs. So here's what I'll say about Dobbs. Christian Watson's coming back eventually, and then maybe down the road you might see Jaden Reed again. That being said, Dobbs has been the touchdown guy. He's been the red zone guy for Jordan Love. There's multiple games where I think he's got 2 touchdowns. So I like Dobbs, and I obviously love Waddle. Waddle has been great
Waddle's
since
just going to be a
Tyreek.
target monster for the rest of the year.
I agree with you. Start Pickens or Garrett Wilson?
Pickens.
Pickens, I agree with you. Goddard or Mason Taylor at tight end?
Goddard.
Goddard, I agree with you.
Better quarterback.
Worthy or A.J. Brown? Worthy.
Worthy.
Worthy or Keenan Allen?
Keenan Allen.
I'm still Worthy, I think.
I'm Keenan Allen.
Especially against the Lions this week.
I'm Keenan Allen, baby.
Trade Kieran Williams and Brian Thomas for Saquon? I think I would do that.
Yeah?
I think I would do that.
Yeah, if you can get him.
Yeah, if you can get him, I would do it. Saquon's still going to finish in the top 10 or so I wouldn't
Oh,
fret
yeah.
there. Hunter Henry or Njoku? I think Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
This one's for you. Isaiah Bond or Theo Johnson?
Theo Johnson.
What about, would you trade away A.J. Brown for Diggs?
Yes.
God, that's got to be a slap
Yes.
in the face for all the people that drafted A.J.
No,
Brown.
you know what? Diggs has really
Diggs
come
has
on.
been good.
And,
Diggs has been good. It
you
doesn't
know,
snow in May.
Drake May, man. Drake
snow
May
in
is
May.
a top 10 quarterback right now, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's do 1 or 2 more minutes, then we'll go back to the last 2 games, and then we'll do some 5 minutes of rapid fire before we're done. Okay?
Got some on YouTube.
We got some on YouTube. It sounds like. Thank you, Bruce. From David Green, should I drop Daniel Jones for Trevor Lawrence? I think Trevor Lawrence is only going to continue to get better. What do you think, Uncle Sam?
Yeah, but I would not drop Daniel Jones. I think you're making a mistake there. Jones is doing something that nobody's done in a long time. I mean, the guy was ran out of New York, dude, and look what he's done.
Okay, let's keep it going. They're firing in pretty quick. A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, Debo, and Waddle. Pick 2. So A.J. Brown, Phillies tonight against the Giants.
I'll take
Allen's
Keenan
going to
Allen and
Miami.
Waddle.
Debo's going against Tampa. Oh, no, wait. Debo's going against Chicago. Sorry, I got his teams mixed up. And then Waddle is going against the Chargers. So you said Debo and Waddle?
Yes.
I think I like Debo and Waddle as well. Jaden Daniels is going to be back, and he loved himself some Debo before he got injured. He was targeting him a lot. Amon-Ra and Kenneth Walker for ETN, Achane, and Rice? No. I would not do that.
Do not trade Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You're going to get
idiot
back
if you
Rashee Rice and cross your fingers that he has the production that Amon-Ra has. And guess
Rashid
what?
Rice hasn't played football in almost 2 years.
I
dude.
agree.
Just hold off on that.
Kamara, Montgomery, and Haskins for the or Kamara, Montgomery, or Haskins for the flex. I like David Montgomery. What
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle Sam. I traded Nico Collins and Hurts and Kamara for Justin Jefferson, Bucky Irving, and Devontae Smith. What do you think? I actually don't hate that.
I don't hate that.
There's some duds in the deal, but there's high upside on Justin Jefferson, and of course there's high upside on Bucky Irving. So I'm with you. Let's keep going. Rapid fire. Hunter Henry or Warren? I think that's Tyler Warren, right?
Tyler Warren.
Yeah,
all
Tyler
day long.
Warren could finish. He
All
could
day
win you the
long,
league.
dude.
You're starting him every week.
He's
Trade
Brock Bowers of this year.
trade
last year.
Debo for Diggs.
Debo for Diggs. Fuck. No.
Kelsey
No.
or Goddard? Travis Kelsey or Goddard?
Goddard.
Calvin Ridley or A.J. Brown? I believe Ridley has been banged up, but what do you think?
Calvin Ridley or A.J. Brown?
Yeah,
A.J. Brown.
I'm with you. Higgins, Jacoby, or Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry.
PPR?
Yeah,
or no?
It doesn't say, but I would. do Derrick
Henry.
Let's do one more. Start Adonze or Drake London. Atlanta's playing Buffalo.
Drake
Chicago's
London is
playing...
the main guy. Drake London is the main guy in Atlanta. You start him.
I don't hate it. Let's pick these last 2 games really quickly. The first one is going to be the Chicago Bears heading to Washington to take on the Commanders. This is the second Monday Night Football game.
Okay.
And the over-under is going to be 49.5. The Commanders are 4.5.
Where's it at?
favorites. It's in Washington.
In Washington.
It's the same place that Jaden Daniels threw that Hail
Okay.
Mary on Caleb Williams last year.
Well, if this was in Chicago, I'd be taking the Bears right now. So basically, I'm going to take the Commanders. And what is it, over under?
Over-under was 48.5.
Shit. Give me the over. Give me the over. I think these 2 teams could put points up. So give me the over. And let's have an interesting one here. Cole Kmet, anytime touchdown.
Love it. Bruce?
What's the over under?
Oh, I already closed out of it. The over-under is
I got it.
49 and a half. Sorry, I
49
said
and a half.
48 and a half. It's 49 and a half. I'm sorry.
I got a feeling both of these teams will put some points.
I'm going
up,
to take
so.
the Bears. I'm going to take the Bears. I'm going to take the under.
I think we're going to see some points in this game too, Uncle Sam. I agree with you.
You taking the Bears in the under, huh?
Taking the Bears.
I hear you. I hear you, dog. Go with your boy Ben Johnson.
No, the Commanders are very disappointing in the Bears.
By the way, I'm so fucking happy he's gone. Go ahead.
Last but not least, game-wise, save the best for last. The Lions are heading back to Arrowhead for the first time. Well, they had a preseason game last year, but for the first time since the Thursday night opener for the 2023 season, the Lions go to Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs. The line has moved in this game. I think it was based on the Lions' injuries, but the Chiefs are favored by 2.5 coming off of a loss. Yeah, the Chiefs are favored by 2.5 coming off of a loss. The over-under is 53, so God thinks that there's going to be points. Reminder that it was 21-20 last time they played, so it was 41 points with no Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Is there any talking points that you want to go? Are there any talking points that you're thinking for this game?
On what point? I don't understand how they're favored.
Here's what I'm assuming. Number one, there's a lot of injuries. Number two, the Lions looked good last week, but not as great as they should
Why?
have.
Because the secondary's all bad.
There's a lot of injuries. That's what I'm thinking.
You know what? I'm taking the Lions. What's the over-under?
The over-under is 53 points.
53. I'm taking the Lions in the over. I think they can both put some points up, but I think the Lions will win this game. Probably they should make a statement here and throw the dirt right on top of Kansas City. That's what I hope for.
Throwing the dirt on the casket. Bruce, before I pick it, I want to hear what you have to say. I know you're going to pick the Lions, but tell us why. Is there anything you're looking forward to in this game?
I'm going to take the Lions, and it's going to be a very low-scoring game. So I'm going to take the under.
Really?
So I'm with Bruce. I also think it's going to be low scoring because
Okay.
I think when these games happen, like similar to Baltimore, they held Baltimore to a certain threshold of points. I think the game flow and the game script is going to go through the Lions defense. And this is a much better, even regardless of the injuries in the secondary, this is a much better Lions defense than the one that went to Kansas City 2 years ago. The linebackers are better. I think the D-line play has been better. Aleem McNeil might play this week, by the way. He's practicing full. He's practicing full both days. Aleem McNeil might play. The secondary doesn't help, but do you
I heard
really
he wasn't
fear?
playing until after the bye.
No. Oh, no. He's going to be back well before the bye. If it's not this week, it's next week.
Okay.
Do you really fear the Chiefs receivers like we did 2 years ago? Do you fear them? I don't. Kelsey looks old. I mean,
Hopkins is still dangerous.
Xavier Worthy's been great.
He's dangerous.
Hopkins is in Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins is in Baltimore.
Sorry.
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown. Here it is. That scares me because they're going to draw their coverage toward Worthy. Brown could have a big game if Mahomes can get him the ball. They haven't been impressed either. They can't run the fucking football.
No, they can't.
So,
And
that's why
which
they
team
lost the
stops
other
the run
night.
better than anyone?
Yeah.
Detroit Lions. I'm going with the under because I think the Lions are going to put on a defensive show in this game. I do think there's multiple scenarios when they can lose. If this does go over, I think if it's a shootout, it favors the Chiefs. You trust Mahomes with the ball in his hands at the end. But I don't think that. That's why I'm going with the Lions. I'm going with the Lions, obviously, to cover the 2.5. I would take Lions money line. That's a no-brainer in my opinion. You're getting money by doing that. The person to watch in this game is Jamison Williams. I think Jamison Williams is going to bring the Chiefs didn't see him last time. He was injured. I think what suspended, excuse me.
Suspended.
I think what Jamison Williams is going to bring to this game is going to be something that the Chiefs can't handle because Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to carve him up on the inside. Gibbs and Montgomery are going to do their damage. This is a different Jahmyr Gibbs than the one that was there week 1 in 2023.
Yeah, he ain't that little kid that coming into the pros anymore.
Yeah, I agree with you. Another thing, we saw this last year when the Lions played the Vikings. Brian Flores loved to blitz Goff, and it did not pay off.
Yeah,
There's no
Spagnuolo's a
better
blitzing
quarterback.
Fucking machine.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. And
Yeah.
Spagnuolo loves
Yeah,
to
he
blitz.
loves to
He loves to disguise blitz. That
Yeah.
favors Goff because you're just going to get really good receivers open. The Lions are going to be
The key
cognizant
is
of that.
They get the pressure in the middle on Goff.
Yeah,
That's the
it.
key.
It has to come from the middles.
If
It
Chris
has
Jones
to
can't
come
get the
from Chris
pressure,
Jones.
Chris
Chris Jones has
really
to
not-
have a big game versus Glasgow, Mahogany, and Ratledge. He has to.
Right.
Because if Goff steps up in the pocket with 2.5 seconds, someone's going to be open. This game favors Goff defensively. The Chiefs' game plan favors Goff because Goff is better under pressure. So if they drop guys back and they let their corners try and be aggressive and try and jam guys and be, pansy, that's a different story. But I think this game favors Goff in the offense, and I think the Lions' defense is going to ultimately stand on their heads. Give me the Lions to pull this one off 28-20. I think they cover. I think their defense does great. I believe that's the over, and give me Jamison Williams anytime. I think the game script is going to revolve around Jamison Williams this week, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's do 5 quick minutes of fantasy before we go. He picked it. He picked the Lions.
Lions? All right.
Yeah.
Went after you.
Let's do 5 quick rapid fire before we go, okay? We're setting the clock for hold on. Let me see really quickly. 1 second, everyone calm down.
I'll just put a clock on my phone.
All right, ready?
Yep.
We'll call it 37, okay? Rapid fire and go. Wait, hold on. What's going on here? First question, Garrett Wilson or Tet McMillan, Uncle Sam?
Tech McMillan.
I'm with you. Second question, I have Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, Brian Thomas, and T. Higgins and Jennings on the bench. Who should I start? I mean, how many do you get to start? I think you're starting Higgins and Brian Thomas. What do you think, Uncle Sam?
Yes.
Olave or Rashid for wide receiver 2? Wow, that's a really good
Olave,
question.
dude.
As the weeks have gone on, Rashid Shaheed's look good, but I'm with
Yeah,
Uncle
but
Sam.
Olave's getting the majority.
If you have
of the
Olave,
targets.
you're starting him. Uncle Sam, Kyle Pitts or Sam Laporta? Kyle Pitts against Buffalo, Sam Laporta against Kansas City.
Sam Laporta against Kansas City.
David Montgomery or Cam Scatterbo?
Well, Scatterbo just because he's the main guy.
Jordan Love or Matthew Stafford? We've had this one already today.
Stafford.
I think we're both Matthew Stafford. Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith? I'll make this easy. We're low on Eagles pass catchers, so Jalen Waddle. Uncle Sam, would you trade Achane for Rice and ETN? Let's do this one at the same time. Count of 3. Ready? One. For Rashi Rice and ETN. Jalen Waddle for Rashi Rice and ETN. Let's do this one at the same time. Count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No. Diggs or Olave for flex? This is another easy one. I think it's Diggs, don't you?
Yes.
That one guy up top said he could start 3 receivers. Ask the question again because it's already gone. Ferguson or Tucker Kraft?
Ferguson.
Same. I'm with you. Judkins and Bucky for Gibbs? Oh, shit. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If you can get Jameer Gibbs, go get him. Would you trade Lab McConkey and Judkins for J.K. Dobbins and it keeps disappearing on me. I'm sorry. Where'd it go? Would you trade Lab McConkey and Judkins for J.K. Dobbins and Nico Collins?
No.
I would.
No.
I would. There's upside on Judkins, which I think is why Uncle Sam is saying no, but I would do that.
I like Junkins going forward.
Quino Loke was the guy that asked the question about all the receivers. He could start 3. He says, I have Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, Brian Thomas, and T. Higgins, and then Juwan Jennings on the bench. Who she start? He could start 3. I think you're starting.
Allen, you're going to start.
Yeah, you're obviously not starting 2 Chargers, so let's call it Higgins and Thomas, and then you have to pick your Charger. Right. Uncle Sam says Keenan Allen. I think you'd go with that. London or Dunze?
London. He's the guy.
Same guy is asking Dobbins or Montgomery.
Montgomery.
I think David Montgomery as well. McBride for Chase Brown and Worthy. Shoot, I think I would do that. Who's your backup tight end? I think I would do that though.
Depending on
Worthy's
who your
been good.
backup guy is.
Derrick Henry or Hassan Haskins? Derrick Henry. We don't even know what's going on with the Chargers backfield. Derrick Henry. Start 2. A.J. Brown, Tet McMillan, I believe. Oh, no, it says Tay. Is that Devontae Adams? Yeah. Start 2. A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams, or Rico Dowdle?
A.J. Brown.
I think you're starting Devontae Adams and Dowdle.
Yeah.
Rashad White or Waddle on flex?
Waddle.
Waddle, I'm with you. Trade JT. Who's JT? I don't even know who
That came
JT
up
is.
earlier too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jonathan Taylor.
Trade Jonathan Taylor
Taylor
for Pickens and Bucky. I wouldn't do that.
What are you out of your mind?
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a top 5 running back.
Yeah, I can think of.
Really?
Got it.
Okay.
Debo or Tet McMillan? I actually think Tet McMillan's been really
Yeah,
good.
McMillan gets more targets.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
I also have Herbert and Love. Who shouldn't I start? I'm starting Justin Herbert.
Over Love?
Yeah.
Yes.
Start Waller or Laporta? Waller, right?
Waller's getting smashed with targets.
Yeah, Waller. Laporta, you're hoping for touchdowns that might not
Yeah.
come easy this week. Did I get scammed? Traded Zay Flowers for Chuba Hubbard. I don't know. I think Chuba Hubbard. I think Chuba Hubbard might be better long term.
Yeah.
Am I off there?
No. I don't think
Flowers
so.
obviously has some upside when Lamar gets back. It's too early to call if you've been scammed.
Right.
Stafford or Diggs? How are you choosing between a quarterback and a running back? That's interesting.
Okay.
Romeo Dobbs, Ryan Flournoy, or Rashid Shaheed for flex. I like Rashid Shaheed. What about you?
Shaheed?
Yeah. Again, Dobbs has been a really big touchdown. Like Dobbs
Yeah.
has been great in the red zone for Jordan Love, so keep an eye on that. Getting AJ and Troy Franklin for Swift, who's on my bench. Do I accept it? I guess you're hoping on AJ Brown's like major upside. Goddard or Kelsey? I like Goddard, believe it or not.
I like Goddard right now too.
Travis Kelsey's gonna draw some really good Lions linebackers. He's gonna get a healthy dose. I know
He might get a healthy dose of
Sunshine,
what's his name? That crazy little bastard.
Anzalone,
No. No.
Brian Campbell,
Brian.
Jack Campbell.
No, I'm thinking safety.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because he physically was on him last. If you remember, the first interception of the year came with him picking Kelsey off and going back for a touchdown.
That's
when they
true.
played him in the first game.
That he had a pick six.
So
That's
I
true.
think you'll see.
It wasn't
more of
Kelsey.
that.
Kelsey was injured in that game, but he did
It
have a
wasn't
pick.
Kelsey,
He had a
it's a
pick
tight
six.
end,
Yeah.
though. It was
Noah Gray, maybe.
Sorry.
Let's do two more. Matthew Golden or Calvin Ridley. I'm Matthew Golden this week against the Bengals. What do you? And then last one, Stafford or Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, if you have Jaden Daniels, you're probably starting him. Good matchup against the Bears D. I think that's good. I think that's good enough. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Bruce, you have anything you want to add?
Sam?
Is he here? Can you see the... Hold on. He's up here. Here's Sam.
There he is.
No, we're all set. I think we
Oh,
should...
bucked up.
Yeah.
Drink bucked up and eat sunflower
Bruce,
seeds.
what's
and
our
spit
bucked
them
up
all over
code?
the floor.
Tip 2025.
Tip 2025 on Bucked Up, and then I believe we have the same code for Smacking Seeds.
We're smacking seeds and smacking ass. Smacking seeds.
And Smoking Grass. Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
You dropped baby out.
Thank you for listening. We'll be back next Tuesday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Good weekend of football. Look forward to it. Good weekend of sports in general. If you're a Tigers fan, go Tigers. Tarek Skubal on the mound. Should be a good weekend, and everyone have a good time. Yeah, God bless.